Hi everyone, my name is Ty and welcome back to my channel. The first thing I want to do is give a huge shout out to all of my new subscribers, everyone who viewed my last video that I updated, or my first video that I updated, and to everyone who commented, everyone who supported me, everyone who's given me feedback on my video, and just all of the positive vibes and the positive comments and just everything that I've received. I'm really grateful. I was so nervous to put out my first video. You probably noticed it in my video. I was extremely nervous, but like I said before, as time goes on, it will get better, and I'm gonna, let that, manifest into the to the world. So far I have gained over 20 subscribers. I've gained over 20 subscribers. I want to say I've gained about 25 subscribers so far, and I have over 160 views on my video, and it's only been up for 4 days, and I am so happy. Like, I've been on cloud nine all week since I've posted that video. So if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button, please hit the notification bell, and comment, like, support, share it, tell your mom about it, your dad about it, your best friend, your cousin, anybody and everyone that you can, to to get my video out there and just give me some more views and everything. But if you like what you see, stay tuned. So today's video is going to be all about what I use and what I purchased to start my cash saving. I said cash saving. I'm sorry. My cash stuffing journey. So like I told you, I'm going to mess up words. I'm going to say the wrong thing sometimes, but this is just who I am. We're going to get the real, the raw, and the uncut on this video. In all of my videos. And that's just the type of person that I am. That's my personality. So first things first is that this budget paycheck tracker I purchased from off of Etsy, and I want to say her name was the Financial Budgeter. I'm not really sure, but all of these things are going to be linked below in the description box below. So all of these things are going to be linked below. So when it comes to the budget trackers, it just all depends on what you like. I've had so many different budget trackers that I thought that I liked, and I actually didn't. And I wanted to use this one, but I wanted to change it to something else. The other one looked better, and I seen something that was really nice, but it's some stuff on there I just didn't understand. And I like this one right here because it's simple and it's easy to read. You have everything on there that you need. You have the paycheck date, the paycheck amount, and your bills, savings account, your debt, sinking funds, and expenses. And this is what I use to create my my budget every single pay period. I get paid on the 1st of each month, and I get paid on the 15th of each month. I'm active duty Army, so we're basically salary based, and our paychecks are pretty much the same unless we get promoted or the time served as far as pay, like I think it's like every 2 years or however many years it is that you will actually get promoted. Not promoted, but you will actually get a kind of like a pay bump for your time in service in the military. So I know that my last video, it was, I believe I stuffed $705 in my envelope, in my cash stuffing envelopes, and I put 705 on there because that included in my savings, my expenses, or my daily expenses, and my sinking funds. My bills I do not include in there because my bills are automatic. I see people on YouTube that actually stuff their bills, that stuff their rent, that stuff, their cable, electricity, and everything else. I don't stuff my bills because my bills are automatic. They automatically comes out. And then once all of my bills come out, which I try to have all of them come out the same day that I get paid. Once all of those come out, I go to my bank and then I take the remainder of the money out and I use those for my sinking funds and for my expenses, my 3 binders that I have. So with how I originally started, and this is my personal preference, and this is what works for me, is that I went through my bank account onto my transactions and everything, and I looked at the last 2 to 3 months of my transactions to see exactly where my money was going. And I'm the type of person, I can't have debit cards. I'm just not good when it comes to swiping a card. I will swipe a card to there's no more, to the little pin thing, the little chip falls out of my card. That's just the type of person I am. I'm very irresponsible when it comes to just having a card. I will spend every single dime that is on there. I am better when it comes to actually physically having money in my hand. Because I can actually see it and, know exactly, okay, well, I have $50 here. If I go to the store and spend $20, I'm only going to have, $30 left, and I have to have this $30 until, such and such date of next week. And that's just what works for me. Everybody is different. Some people are better with using debit cards. Some people are not. That's just how I am. I'm just the type of person, if I see it, I want it, I'm going to get it. That's just me. The reason for starting my financial journey and me documenting this on YouTube is because there's a lot of people that need help. There's a lot of people that doesn't understand, how to save money or how to manage money. And it's not simply just people that have kids. It's people that don't have kids. Like, I remember before I had my son, I was the type of person that I would get paid and I would be broke the same day. That's just the type of person that I am. I would get paid. Me and my best friend, we would say, hey, let's go to the mall. We were living in DC. Look, let's go to the mall. We pay our rent. I probably have about $100 to my name, but hey, I'm going to get something out the mall. I might get, a dress, some shoes, something. Something is going to be bought, and I'm just going to be hungry for the next 2 weeks until I get paid again. That's just how I was. I've always been that way. I've always been kind of like a carefree type of person. But now that I have my son, I have to realize I'm responsible for someone else. Like, I am a mom. Like, I am responsible for another little human being. And my son, he is autistic. He is nonverbal. So, I'm thankful for being in the military because a lot of his therapy, his doctors, the specialized pediatricians and all of that stuff, I don't have to pay for. The military covers that, so you won't really see a medical, like a medical envelope in here. The only time I probably will put something in here is like if he's sick, if I need to go to the Walgreens or CVS and get some medicine or something for him. Like right now he has a cold, but he was sick probably about 2 months ago, and we still have a crap ton of medicine here at the house. And that's pretty much it. But my entire journey is to save, not only for myself, but also for my son, because you just never know what would happen in the world. You never know what deck of cards, you have been handed in life. And I can die today or tomorrow or next year or whenever, and my son still has to be cared for. My son still has to be taken care of. Like, yes, we have all of the, the benefits and, and everything that the military gets you, if you pass away, but I don't want him to just have to live off of that money that the military is giving him. I want him to be able to have, money. I want to be able to, when he graduates from high school, to be able to buy him his first car, for him to have money, or, and, all of these different things that, I want not only for myself, but for my son also. So if you like what you see, please, like I said before, subscribe to my channel, share it, just, whatever, like, put it on your your live or your stories, and you know, all of these different things if you like my video. So first thing, how do I get started, or how did I get started with my cash stuffing binders? All of these three binders I got off of Amazon. I purchased these off of Amazon after doing a bunch of research and just looking at a bunch of YouTube videos. I bought these off of Amazon, and all of these binders this particular binder came with the letterings and everything. There was like 6 or 7 pages of the alphabet A through Z on there, and they also came with the budget sheets and the little envelopes. So it came with all of those on there. And the black ones that I have, it didn't come with any of the letterings on there, but it did come with the envelopes, and it came with budget sheets also. And it also came with little labels. That's the reason why some of my cards or my things are sticking together, because I had labels on there, and I decided to take them off and kind of create my own label system as far as that. So how I set everything up is, when I get paid, or when I know I'm about to get paid and I see that my paycheck is pending, or I go online and I look at my pay stub, I immediately start my budgeting. So I go in there and I write down my paycheck amount. So my paycheck amount normally on the 1st and the 15th is $29.40.23. That's how much I get paid on the 1st and the 15th of every month. On the 1st, the bills that I normally have is my car note, my son is in swim school, so he has a swim that comes out, and my car insurance. Those are the things that comes out on the 1st. On the 15th, my electricity comes out, my Wi-Fi comes out, my gym membership comes out, and trying to see, and my rent. Oh, that's a big one. So my rent comes out, and my car is about $530. My son is in swim school. His swim school is $191.07. That's exactly how much is pulled out. My insurance is $190. My electricity is normally about $100 and something, but for some reason, because of the weather change and everything, it was $303. My Wi-Fi is $105, which I need to call Xfinity and get my package deal lowered a little bit. My gym is $40 a month, and that includes myself and my son's membership, because they have the kids club and everything there, so he goes to the kids club. And my rent is $1,500 a month. So after I add all of these things up, I get my total that's there and my paycheck that's left over. So after I do calculate all of my bills and everything that's left over from, we're only looking at the 15th because this is the only video that I posted right here. So after everything that's left over from my paycheck, I do my savings for myself. I have my emergency fund, and I have my son's savings account. And with my savings account, I normally do 10% of whatever is left over out of my paycheck. I always do 10%. I always try to do 10% every single time my paycheck is left over. My emergency fund, I normally do between $100 to $125 for my emergency fund. And my emergency fund, my goal right now is to get it to $1,000, which I'm halfway there for my emergency fund. Actually, no, I'm lying. I'm not halfway there, because I had to pay $150 last week for a rental car, because I live in Jersey. I work in Philly. Someone decided that they wanted to steal the catalytic converter off of my car. So that's like a big thing that's in the US now. they're stealing it. They're selling the material that's out of it, and it's worth a lot of money. So I had to pay for the deposit for my rental car. So that was $150. And I just want to say I'm so grateful and I'm so thankful for having my emergency fund and starting my stuff when I did, because if I didn't have my emergency fund, especially with my 15 paycheck, I probably wouldn't have had it. I probably wouldn't have had it at all. Like I said, I'm not good with cards and all of that stuff. So thank God for having that. All I did was take the money out, went to my bank, deposited in there, and I paid for my rental car. My son, he normally gets this last paycheck, he got $25. I normally give him on the first between $50 to $75. Everything just changes. It changes. The first, like as you see, I don't really have many bills, and they're not that expensive. So I put more money into my savings, my sinkings, and my expenses. And on the 15th, I'm not able to put as much. So I'm, changing things up and, going back and forth. So after my savings and everything, when I take all of that out, I'm left with, whatever that I have from that. And then I move on to my sinking fund. So the order I go in is 1 for my bills, 2 for my savings, 3 for my expenses, and 4 for my sinking funds. My expenses are things such as groceries. I have my gas. And excuse the way I'm writing. I'm trying to write straight up and down, but I'm left-handed, so my papers, I normally write like this, but for video purposes, I trying to write straight up and down. So I have groceries, gas, I have my spending. So my spending is mommy wants, my son is Jordy wants. I call him Jordy. Everyone calls him Jordy. His name is Jordan. I have miscellaneous. I have tolls, and I think that may be it. Yes, I have groceries. My son's haircut, because he gets a haircut every 3 weeks, most of the time, sometimes every 2 weeks. We also have eating out, and your expenses will look different from mine. These are mine because this is what I normally have, and this is what I use pretty much every 2 weeks. I use tolls because I have to cross the bridge every day to get to work. Miscellaneous is just for anything, like for miscellaneous this time, because I'd already filled my tank up with my budgeted gas money. So now I use my miscellaneous to fill the tank up for the rental car that I had. And yeah, so it pretty much worked out. My haircut, like I said, my son haircut, I get him his haircut. Eating, I normally put about $20 in there each pay period, and I normally take my son out to eat like once a month. We didn't do it this month because we'll actually be leaving. I know I said we were going to take him out at the beginning of November, but we'll actually be on a cruise at that time. So 20 we spent a few days ago on Friday. We ordered pizza. We stayed in the house. We had mommy and son time. We watched The Grinch because it's like one of his favorite movies. And groceries just all depends. Like I said, when you're doing groceries, that's also something when you're looking in your 2 to 3 months of bank transactions, you need to look through there to see exactly how much do you typically spend when you go to the grocery store. And I have mine set up this way because I normally spend anywhere between $50 to $80 when I go to the grocery store. And honestly, $150 works perfectly for me and my son every 2 weeks. We normally spend a little more, about $80 on the week 1, and then week 2 is normally just going to the store and restocking on the little small things we ran out on week 1 for week 2. My son, he goes to daycare to where I have to provide lunch and I have to provide snacks for him. So this budget works fine for me. And also like for people that have like older kids, or if it's just you for yourself, build a meal plan. A meal plan works. Like how I go in, I go into my freezer, I go into my refrigerator to see exactly what I have, what type of meats it is that I have in my refrigerator or in my freezer, and I cook those during the week based off of exactly what I have. So let's just say that I have a family size pack of chicken breasts, and it just everybody works different. I'm the type of person that I can be very disciplined when it comes to meal planning, because, you know, being in the military, you have to maintain your weight, you know, and everything. So when it comes to meal planning, I'm pretty disciplined when it comes to that. So I can have a family size pack of chicken breasts in there, and for 2 days I can eat chicken tacos. 2 other days I can make, let's see, something dealing with rice, and, you know, cut the chicken breasts up into like little squares and make something with like honey or, you know, barbecue or something like that. Then the other 2 days I can, you know, sear it and, you know, or fry it, or, you know, however it is that you want to, you know, however it is that you want to do your stuff. I don't really do fried food, so if I do something fried, it'll be put into the air fryer. But it just all depends as far as when it comes to groceries and what works for your family. It's only my son and I here in the house, so my grocery budget would look different from someone who has, 4 or 5 kids and a husband and a wife. So it just, you know, your budget will look completely different from mine. Next, we will go into, once you add those up and everything, you will calculate it, and whatever is left from there, you will create that a budget for your sinking funds. So what sinking funds are, a lot of people ask me what are sinking funds? Sinking funds are little things that are little mini savings that you put together based off of the things that you want. So you have sinking funds that you have longevity to, such as saving for a house or saving for that new car that you want. Or you have also sinking funds that are, you know, things that come one time a year, such as your car registration or renewing your car tags, birthdays, Christmases, holidays, you know, going on that family vacation that you normally take at the end of the summer. Mine are a little different. Everyone's sinking funds will be different. There's some that you can be able to use, and, you know, we can do those challenges together. So like with my sinking funds, as you saw the last time, I have the 1K and the 5K and the 50 envelope challenge. So these 3 challenges right here are being saved for my trip that I will be taking in March. And I will, or maybe, vlog that trip. I'm not sure yet. But it's a big trip that I'm going to be taking in March, towards the end of March of next year. So my 1K challenge is going to be used for, you know, hotels or any extra stuff that I have. My 5K is actually going to be used for my trip, and my 50 envelope is going to be used for my round trip tickets to get to and from home. So you can use it however it is that you want. You know, I use it because I'm not about to come out of my pocket with between 10 to 12 grand, you know, for a trip, or scrambling around trying to find, you know, money here or there, or, you know, using credit cards and any of that stuff. So that's the whole reason for having these challenges and having sinking funds. That's the whole point. And so you are saving the money for it, so you don't have to come out of your pocket to pay for whatever trip or, you know, whatever it is that you're doing. Travel, I have travel because we fly a lot. My son and I wouldn't even say that we fly a lot, but we are always somewhere. We're in Jersey, so, you know, we're in DC one weekend, we're in New York one weekend, you know, we might fly down to Louisiana to visit family or something, but we're always on the go somewhere. My son, he's just like me. He's very carefree, and he loves to travel. He loves to get in the car, and he just loves to go. So my travel envelope, this one right now is being stuffed for my cruise, and it's not much money that I'm going to put in here. I'm probably going to put maybe $300 more in here, or $150 more in here. I have $600 credit on the cruise that we're going to, because we kept our booking and everything, even through COVID. So they gave us a $600 credit. It's just my son and I, so I don't have to spend that much money. I may buy, you know, a few souvenirs here and there for, you know, family and friends when I get back, but that's about it. And Christmas is a big thing. Everyone is different when it comes to Christmas, how they celebrate Christmas, what they buy. That's not my business. You spend how you want to spend. You buy what you want to buy. But my son right now, he's not old enough to know what Santa is. He doesn't even know who Santa is. He doesn't know anything about Christmas. All he likes are the Christmas lights on the Christmas tree when it's Christmas morning. We buy him so much stuff between my family, myself, and his dad. We buy him so many toys, clothes, shoes, and stuff throughout the year, to where when Christmas time comes, it's like we don't even know what to buy for Christmas. So I'm starting Christmas actually kind of late this year. I just started my Christmas fund for October 1 paycheck. I may not get to 400, which is fine with me, but I'm going to start this challenge at the beginning of January 1st again for Christmas. For December of 2022. So it just all depends on how you want to save for Christmas. You can double it up if you want, especially if you have more kids. It's just honestly, that's something that, that you would have to figure out, or what works for your budget. Clothes and shoes is something also. My son, he grows so fast. He's only 3. He's almost out of a 5T, and he's in an 11 shoe. So we're always constantly buying clothes. We're constantly buying shoes, socks. He's autistic, so he has this little thing to where he likes to walk around. He likes to take his shoes off, and he likes to walk around with one sock. So about a month or 2 after we buy socks, we only have one match to each sock in the house. Car maintenance, I want to start car maintenance, especially for, the incident that happened with my car. So I won't have to pull from my emergency fund. So I'm going to start my car maintenance. And that's also even used for, if you need to get an oil change, or, transmission fluid change, or, you need new wipers, or you need to buy new light bulbs for your car. Like, it's just used for anything that's dealing with your car. Households, the same. I'm just starting this one because I normally go to Costco and get everything that we need. And since it's just my son and I, it lasts for about 6 months. And I have probably about 2 to 3 more months before it's time for us to make another Costco run. And I'm going to start with this one also pretty soon. So this is pretty much just it for my sinking funds and how I set up my budgeting and everything. Like I said, your paycheck, my paycheck are different. The way you get paid and the way I get paid is different. What you're saving for or what you're paying off is completely different from me. Your bills are completely different from mine. Everything is just is different. So you have to sit down and you have to come up with a budget, and you have to come up with what works for you. But you can't come up with those things if you don't know where your money is going, and you have to be disciplined when it comes to trying to do the cash envelope method. You have to be really disciplined from it, because I remember when I first started and I thought I had it, and it got to the point to where I was picking from different envelopes. Oh, I want to go buy coffee today. I just need some money just to have, while I'm at work. So I'm just picking from different envelopes. And by the time the second week comes, I don't have any money left in any of my envelopes because I just pulled all of the money out. And it's been a few times that I started this started this method and stopped. But, it takes a little time to grow up. Yeah, so that's pretty much what that is. And also, I'm going to show you what I use, and I'm going to also link those below for the 1K, the 5K challenge that I'm using. So these are the trackers. I bought these off of Etsy. I will also link those below. I'm not really sure exactly who I bought it from. I can't really remember, but this is the 1K and 30-day savings tracker that I was talking about. So you go in, you can pick your numbers, or whatever works for you, and you can use that. And the other one that I have is the 5K challenge. I'm sorry, that's my son. He's crying. What's wrong, baby? What's wrong? What's wrong? You okay? Okay, so I'm back. So this is the other 5K challenge in 26 weeks. This is another challenge. You can do it how you want to do it. I'm kind of doubling up because I'm kind of on a time crunch for my trip in May. So I'm doing mine for 5K in 13, 5K in 26 weeks. But I will be starting this challenge again at the beginning of Jordan. So I will be finishing this one up, and I will be starting another one up in January, and I will be closing the other one off for my trip in March. And last but not least is, excuse my tablet. Yeah, I have a kid, so he, kind of did some damage to it. So at the beginning of the year, I will be starting these. I got these from Jordan Budgets, which I will also link her YouTube channel and her Etsy below. The 1K, 5K, 10K. Why I'm saying 1K? Let it manifest. Let it manifest. I need
what the what? What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. What a money reside. Okay.
All of that. So the 10K, 5K. Oh my God. the $10 challenge, the $5 challenge, the $1 challenge, and the $20 challenge I got from Jordan Budgets. And I'm going to be doing those. So any additional or leftover 1s, 20s, 5s, 10s that I have from out of my daily expenses, I'm going to put those in there. Also, I have one for a new car. I am going to be saving. I turned 30 in 3 years. So I want to buy a new car. I want to have my dream car, which is a Range Rover. That's what I want. And that's the car that I am going to get for my 30th birthday. And the next one is this one. I know a lot of you have kids that are in school, that's school age. I know they're just starting school, somewhere, midway. But this is also another good challenge to start now, or I'm going to be starting mine in January because my son will be of age to start school in August of next year. So I am going to be doing this one, and it gives you about $528, which I'm going to be stuffing a little more in here, more than just what's required on there. And it's also to help families that, like low income or single parents, or, families that just don't have, a lot of money to be able to provide, the proper stuff, or, stuff for their kids in school. And this is a nice little challenge to do. And I'm going to be doing these on January the 1st. So if you want to do it with me, and we do all of these little challenges together, then make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn the notification bell on, and we will definitely be doing these. But other than that, that's pretty much all that I have for now. I will be coming out with another video next Saturday for, like I said, November 1 paycheck. So I hope you had a wonderful week last week, and I hope that you will have a wonderful week that's coming up now. Have a nice day.